shadows. The city outside is finally slowing down. A single glass resting on a wooden table, letting the heavy hours simply slip away. The streetlight paints a mural on the bedroom floor, drawing golden lines across the open door. I hear the distant hum of tires on the rain-slicked street, a quiet rhythm matching every slow heartbeat. The record spins a solitary, dusty tune, reflecting silhouettes against the silver moon. We leave the tangled worries of the day behind, and let this mellow current soothe the weary mind. Now the shadows start to stretch and softly sway, chasing all the loud and frantic noise away. I feel the temperature drop, the tempo slow, into the deep and comforting indigo. Wrap me up in the velvet and the amber light, lose the clock in the middle of the quiet night. Let the bass line walk us to a peaceful place, finding shelter in the warmth of your embrace. There is nothing we are rushing to figure out, just a saxophone washing over every doubt. We are floating on a river, vanilla gold, letting the beautiful midnight unfold. The ice is melting slowly in the crystal glass. We watch the slow procession of the minutes pass. You trace a lazy circle on my resting hand, a silent language only we can understand. The room is heavy with the scent of summer rain, washing off the remnants of the daily strain. A subtle chord is lingering inside the air, and suddenly we find we have no burdens there. Now the shadows start to stretch and softly sway, chasing all the loud and frantic noise away. I feel the temperature drop, the tempo slow, into the deep and comforting indigo. Wrap me up in the velvet and the amber light, lose the clock in the middle of the quiet night. Let the bass line walk us to a peaceful place, finding shelter in the warmth of your embrace. There is nothing we are rushing to figure out, just a saxophone washing over every doubt. We are floating on a river, a la gold, letting the beautiful midnight unfold. Let the nice and deep, in the waking moments just before the sleep. Every harmony is wrapping around our souls, filling up the empty spaces, making us whole. We breathe in the magic of the darkness brings. Wrap me up in the velvet and the amber light. Lose the clock in the middle of the quiet night. Let the bass line walk us to a peaceful place, finding shelter in the warmth of your embrace. There is nothing we are rushing to figure out, just a saxophone washing over every doubt. We are floating on a river of a mellow gold, letting the beautiful midnight unfold. The final chord is echoing around the room, fading softly into the sweet perfume. Just a gentle whisper on the midnight breeze, resting softly, completely at ease. Let the needle drop on the dust, breathe out the weight of the day. Just you, me, and the amber glow. Yeah, slow it all the way down. The city outside is a blur of neon and rain, but in this room we're shedding the skin of the pain. Shadows are dancing like smoke on the bedroom wall. I'm leaning into the silence, letting it fall. Fall your head on my shoulder, a rhythm so steady and deep. A sanctuary woven from secrets we promised to keep. Yeah, the world is spinning too fast for my heavy mind, but hearing your gravity piece isn't so hard to find. Take my hand and pull the curtains tight. We're slipping through the cracks of the night. No clocks to watch, no rush in the dawn, just a frequency we're resting upon. We are floating in a quiet orbit, wrapped up in the warmth of the sound. Let the heavy atmosphere absorb it, while our feet are leaving the ground. It's just honey dripping through the dark, catching every little glowing spark. We are floating in a quiet orbit, and I never want to come back down. Coffee is cold, but the feeling is perfectly warm. Shelter we built in the center of yesterday's storm. You trace a line on my palm with the tip of your phone, erasing the rushing and leaving my anxiousness numb. All low frequency hum vibrating under the floor. I don't need to look for a magical exit door. Yeah, your breathing is matching the slow, steady beat of the snare. There's nothing but velvet and intimacy in the air. Take my hand and pull the curtains tight. We're slipping through the cracks of the night. No clocks to watch, no rush in the dawn. Just a frequency we're resting upon. We are floating in a quiet orbit, wrapped up in the warmth of the sound. Let the heavy atmosphere absorb it, while our feet are leaving the ground. It's just honey dripping through the dark, catching every little glowing spark. We are floating in a quiet orbit, and I never wanna come back down. Every second is a drop of sweet molasses, reflecting the glow in our empty glasses. We're drifting away on a sonic breeze, lost in the pocket with absolute ease. Let the universe spin, let the galaxies fade. I'm keeping my soul in the heaven we made. We are floating in a quiet orbit, wrapped up in the warmth of the sound. Let the heavy atmosphere absorb it, while our feet are leaving the ground. It's just honey dripping through the dark, catching every little glowing spark. We are floating in a quiet orbit, and I never wanna come back down. Never coming down. No, staying right here in the light. Drifting on the crackle of the vinyl. At night to the noise, good night.
The city sleeps below a blanket of neon rain. A needle drops gently on the spinning vinyl. Warm chords fill the empty space in this room. Just you, me, and the quiet hour. The amber glow of a single candle burns, casting long shadows everywhere my body turns. I hear the rhythm of the city breathing slow, while the heavy drops of water streak the window. A glass of bourbon resting on the bedside table. We left the busy world behind as far as we were able. The velvet darkness wraps around our whispered words, the sweetest midnight melody that I have ever heard. The temperature is rising in this dimly lit space. I trace the gentle contours of your sleeping face. A shiver down my spine as you pull me close. This is the secret sanctuary we love the most. We are a midnight silhouette against the wall. is standing still in the quiet of the storm, safe in your arms, completely sheltered. Jazz is drifting through the heavy evening air, my fingers getting tangled in your messy hair. You open up your eyes and give a sleepy smile and ask me if I wanna stay another while. I pull the linen sheets up above our shoulders, forgetting we are constantly getting older. Right now it is only rhythm and a sultry sax, laying here on the pillows, just leaning back. The temperature is rising in this dimly lit space. I trace the gentle contours of your sleeping face, a shiver down my spine as you pull me close. This is the secret sanctuary we love the most. We are a midnight silhouette against the wall, losing our balance, catching each other as we fall, wrapped in the warmth of a slow and steady groove, speaking 1,000 words in the way that we move. Let the saxophone cry out into the dark, leaving a permanent impression on my heart. Time is standing still in the quiet of the storm, safe in your arms, completely sheltered and warm. The cymbals crash like distant thunder rolling by, and there is absolute magic looking in your eye. No place to be, nowhere that we have to go, just swaying together, sensually and slow. The melody swells and the bass line dives deep, a promise of forever that I intend to keep. We are a midnight silhouette against the wall, losing our balance, catching each other as we fall, wrapped in the warmth of a slow and steady groove, speaking 1,000 words in the way that we move. Let the saxophone cry out into the dark, leaving a permanent impression on my heart. Time is standing still in the quiet of the storm, say drops on the heavy vinyl, catching the dust. A low hum vibrates through the quiet floorboards, breathing in the scent of rain and old paper. Just letting the evening settle into our bones. The city lights are bleeding through the blinds, leaving all the rushing far behind. We pour a cup and watch the steam arise. No need to speak, I read it in your eyes. The velvet couch is sinking like a cloud. The silence here is comforting and loud. We wrap ourselves in blankets and in time, a steady rhythm beating in my mind. I feel the jazz guitar pluck at the strings of my chest, in this little sanctuary where our worries can rest. The tempo is slowing, the hours unwind. You're the only thought that is left in my mind. So let the bass roll deep and slow, bathe me in that warm amber glow. The world is spinning out there in the cold, but we have got a melody of gold. Let the road's keys wash over my skin. This is the only place I wanna be in, a cozy little haven in the dark, just the sun and rhythm of your heart. The candle burns down lower to the glass. We watch the midnight shadows slowly pass. Your fingers tapping softly on my knee, in perfect sync with every part of me. A quiet shaker cutting through the haze. I could get lost inside this gentle maze. The coffee's cold but we don't seem to care. There's something like magic in the midnight air. I feel the jazz guitar pluck at the strings of my chest, in this little sanctuary where our worries can rest. The tempo is slowing, the hours unwind. You're the only thought that is left in my mind. So let the bass roll deep and slow, bathe me in that warm amber glow. The world is spinning out there in the cold, but we have got a melody of gold. Let the road's keys wash over my skin. This is the only place I wanna be in, a cozy little haven in the dark, just the sound and rhythm of your heart. And when the scent starts rising like a tide, there is no emotion we need to hide. The harmony shifts and it takes us away, far from the stress of the blinding day. Just a ticking hi-hat marking the space, while I find my peace looking right at your face. So let the bass roll deep and slow, bathe me in that warm amber glow. The world is spinning out there in the cold, but we have got a melody of gold. Let the neo-soul chords wash over my skin. This is the deepest peace I've ever been in, a cozy little haven in the dark, forever in the rhythm of your heart. Ooh. The music fades into a quiet hiss. I close my eyes and lean into the bliss, just the crackle of the vinyl spinning slow, drifting off inside the warm amber glow.
The needle hits the dust upon the wax. A sudden hiss, a heavy breath is sinking back. Golden street lights bleed through the open blinds. Time slows down to leave the anxious world behind. city sirens sing right outside my door. But in this room the air is thick and sweet, caught inside the rhythm of a slower heartbeat. I watch the smoke curl up into the dark, a quiet little fire, a solitary spark. The coffee in my cup is turning cold, but tonight's a different kind of story to be told. Let the evening wash away the gray. Every heavy thought begins to drift and sway. We are floating in the amber and the gold, a neo-soul sanctuary taking hold. Pour it out like midnight honey, rich and slow, worth more than money. Let the brass and the bass line intertwine, a vintage flavor aged just like wine. Drop the tempo, feel the heavy groove. We've got absolutely nothing left to prove, just spinning in this velvet state of mind, leaving all the tangled rush of day behind. Rain begins to tap against the glass, counting every quiet minute as they pass. A muted trumpet cries a lonely tune, serenading out the window to the moon. It's a secret language spoken in the dark, echoing across the empty city park. I close my eyes and let the rhythm steer. There is nowhere else I wanna be but here. Let the evening wash away the gray. Every heavy thought begins to drift and sway. We are floating in the amber and the gold, a neo-soul sanctuary taking hold. Pour it out like midnight honey, rich and slow, worth more than money. Let the brass and the bass line intertwine, a vintage flavor aged just like wine. Drop the tempo, feel the heavy groove. We got absolutely nothing left to prove, just spinning in this velvet state of mind, leaving all the tangled rush of day behind. A sudden shift, the syncopation catches on the snare. A saxophone confession floating upward in the air. The walking bass is wandering down cobblestone streets, finding magic in the spaces in between the beats. Breathe it in, let the harmony unfold. A sudden rush of warmth against the winter cold. Pour it out like midnight honey, rich and slow, worth more than money. Let the brass and the bass line intertwine, a vintage flavor aged just like wine. Drop the tempo, feel the heavy groove. We got absolutely nothing left to prove, just spinning in this velvet state of mind, leaving all the tangled rush of day behind. The embers fade down to a quiet glow. The brush against the snare is whispering so slow. One last note suspended in the deep, drifting off into a peaceful sleep.
dusty groove. Motes of dust dance in the amber light. We leave the heavy world at the door. Just let the tempo take the night. Raindrops are racing down the window pane, tracing a map of all the places we have been. The city hums a low, electric kind of song, but in this living room the quiet feels so strong. Pouring a cup of something dark and bittersweet, leaving behind the frantic rhythm of the street. Your silhouette is painted softly by the fire, as every shadow pulls the midnight closer, higher. The trumpet swells and sweeps away the cold, a gentle story waiting to be told. The snare is snapping on the offbeat of my heart. This is the moment where the healing gets to start. We are just floating on a warm and mellow breeze, lost in the comfort of these velvet melodies. The upright bass is walking softly through the room, chasing away the lingering traces of the gloom. Give me a slow and steady kind of groove. No place to be and absolutely nothing left to prove. We wrap ourselves inside a blanket made of sound, the sweetest peace that any wandering soul has found. Stripped down to nothing but a solitary chord. This is the quiet that we finally can afford. A silver moon is peeking out behind the clouds, far from the voices of the complicated crowds. You close your eyes and let the rhythm take the lead. This slow connection is the only thing we need. The guitar plucks a lazy, complicated line, and in this atmosphere our lonely worlds align. The trumpet swells and sweeps away the cold, a gentle story waiting to be told. The snare is snapping on the offbeat of my heart. This is the moment where the healing gets to start. We are just floating on a warm and mellow breeze, lost in the comfort of these velvet melodies. The upright bass is walking softly through the room, chasing away the lingering traces of the gloom. Give me a slow and steady kind of groove. No place to be and absolutely nothing left to prove. We wrap ourselves inside a blanket made of sound, the sweetest peace that any wandering soul has found. And the guitar begin to intertwine, pouring a rhythm that goes down like vintage wine. The tempo rises just a fraction in the haze, a syncopated magic catching in the blaze. We hold our breath and let the harmonies collide, riding the crest of this deeply soulful tide. We are just floating on a warm and mellow breeze, lost in the comfort of these velvet melodies. The upright bass is walking softly through the room, chasing away the lingering traces of the gloom. Give me a slow and steady conic kind of groove, no place to be and absolutely nothing left to prove. We wrap ourselves inside a blanket made of sound, the sweetest peace that any wandering soul has found. The saxophone is playing softly through the dark, leaving a gentle, everlasting kind of groove. The Rhodes piano fades into the quiet deep, just final crackles as we drift away to sleep.
Drops on the dusty groove, raindrops paint the window in heavy amber streets. The city outside is rushing nowhere, but in this room time is standing completely still. Shadows stretch across the hardwood floor, tracing the outline of the heavy oak door. I steep a cup of something dark and sweet, watching the headlights reflecting on the street. The radiator hums a quiet, steady tune, caught in the glow of a lazy paper moon. Wrapped in the wool of an oversized sweater, I do not think I have ever felt any better. The world is spinning out of our control, but I found a rhythm for my restless soul. Let the heavy clouds do whatever they please. I am floating on a midnight breeze in the velvet midnight rain, washing away the daylight's pain. Every drop is a softly spoken word, the sweetest lullaby I have ever heard. So let the record spin around again, lost in the comfort of the midnight rain. Nothing to prove and nowhere to be, just this beautiful jazz, the shadows and me. whispers from the corner speaker cone, making me glad that I am sitting here alone. The scent of cedar wood and burning sage, turning the memory to a brand new page. A neon sign flickers from across the avenue, bathing the ceiling in a shade of electric blue. I close my eyes and let my weary spirit fly, watching the quiet of the midnight rolling by. The world is spinning out of our control, but I found a rhythm for my restless soul. Let the heavy clouds do whatever they please. I am floating on a midnight breeze in the velvet midnight lane, washing away the daylight's pain. Every drop is a softly spoken word, the sweetest lullaby I've ever heard. So let the record spin around again, lost in the comfort of the midnight rain. Nothing to prove and nowhere to be, just this beautiful jazz, the shadows and me. Sometimes the silence is a heavy weight to bear, but tonight it feels like breathless golden round. The static pops and crackles in the dark, striking a tiny everlasting spark. I breathe it in and let the tension fade, safe in the quiet sanctuary I have made. In the velvet midnight rain, washing away the daylight's pain. Every drop is a softly spoken word, the sweetest lullaby I have ever heard. So let the record spin around again, lost in the comfort of the midnight rain. Nothing to prove and nowhere to be, just this beautiful jazz, the shadows and me. The needle lifts, the final chord decays, lost in the warmth of a rainy amber haze. I pull the blanket up and close my heavy eyes, fading away under quiet city skies. The needle drops upon the heavy wax, dust settles gently in the amber light. There is nowhere else we need to be right now. Let the world spin outside the glass tonight. The city breathes a heavy silver sigh. Raindrops paint the window in a blur. I watch the shadows dancing on the wall, tracing every line of who we were. A heavy mug is resting on the wood, the scent of roasted beans and velvet air. I pull the woven blanket to my chin and find a sudden quiet rest in there. The rhythm slows into a gentle sway, washing all the tangled thoughts away. The melody is dripping from the keys, bringing every worry to its knees. We are swimming in this midnight coffee glow, where time is just a river running slow. The saxophone is humming through the floor, a warm embrace behind a closing door. Let the crackle of the speaker pull us deep, halfway into dreams and halfway into sleep. We do not need the morning, let the shadows grow. Lost inside this midnight coffee glow. The neon signs are flickering below, a tapestry of ruby and of blue. But in this little pocket of the dark, the only color that I need is you. The bass line lays a carpet on the ground, a steady heartbeat pulsing in the room. We lean into the comfort of the sound, like quiet petals opening inside the gloom. The rhythm slows into a gentle sway, washing all the tangled thoughts away. The melody is dripping from the keys, bringing every worry to its knees. We are swimming in this midnight coffee glow, where time is just a river running slow. The saxophone is humming through the floor, a warm embrace behind a closing door. Let the crackle of the speaker pull us deep, halfway into dreams and halfway into sleep. We do not need the morning, let the shadows grow. Lost inside this midnight coffee glow. Out there the streets are rushing blind and cold, chasing after silver, chasing dust and gold. But we have built a fortress out of jazz, a sanctuary woven in the polished brass. Just close your eyes and let the tempo fall. We have absolutely nothing left to prove at all. We are swimming in this midnight coffee glow, where time is just a river running slow. The saxophone is humming through the floor, a warm embrace behind a closing door. Let the crackle of the speaker pull us deep, halfway into dreams and halfway into sleep. We do not need the morning, let the shadows grow. Lost inside this midnight coffee glow. The final chord is dissolving in the air,
just the static spinning round and round. You are breathing softly by my side. Peace is just a quiet fading sound. The needle drops on the velvet groove. Shadows stretch across the hardwood floor. Let the day dissolve into the twilight. Breathe in the warmth of the quiet room. Out the window, the neon begins to bleed. Sirens fading underneath the heavy rain. We trade the hustle for a different kind of speed, letting the rhythm wash away the daily strain. The rim shot echoes like a heartbeat in the dark. A fretless whisper slides across the empty space. We light a candle just to catch a little spark, and let the melody pull us to a better place. The chords are swelling like a deep and steady tide, lifting the weight that we've been carrying all day long. There is nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. Just the shelter of this slow and soulful song. Oh, let the brass ring out and carry us away, gliding on a frequency of pure and golden light. We leave behind the heavy shadows of the day and wrap ourselves inside the magic of the night. The groove is steady and the harmony is deep, a sweet vibration that is humming in the soul. A waking dream before we settle into sleep, where every broken little piece is rendered whole. The keys are weeping tears of amber in the haze. A gentle conversation played upon the strings. We navigate the quiet corners of this maze, discovering the peace that deep reflection brings. No need for words when the vibration speaks so clear. The bass line sinking deep into the very floor. There is a sanctuary slowly building here, behind the safety of a softly closing door. The chords are swelling like a deep and steady tide, lifting the weight that we've been carrying all day long. There is nowhere left just the shelter of this slow and soulful song. Oh, let the brass ring out and carry us away, gliding on a frequency of pure and golden light. We leave behind the heavy shadows of the day and wrap ourselves inside the magic of the night. The groove is steady and the harmony is deep, a sweet vibration that is humming in the soul, a waking dream before we settle into sleep, where every broken little piece is rendered whole. Now the rhythm shuffles, catching on the offbeat, a syncopated language only lovers understand. The temperature is rising, turning up the sweet heat, as notes begin to cascade from the clay's hand. We are suspended in a pocket made of sound, where gravity is lost and heaven can be found. Shadows of the day and wrap ourselves inside the magic of the night. The groove is steady and the harmony is deep, a sweet vibration that is humming in the soul, a waking dream where promises are ours to keep, and every fractured little piece is rendered whole. The final chord is ringing out into the dark, a cymbal rolling softly like a distant sea. The saxophone leaves behind a lingering spark, just the quiet, the groove, you and me. The city sleeps beneath a blanket of gray. Neon lights bleed through the rain on the glass. Let the heavy world slowly fade away. Right here, right now, we let the hours pass. A sudden hush falls over the avenue. The rumble of the traffic starts to stall. I pour a glass of burgundy for you and watch your shadow dancing on the wall. The record it spins a quiet, dusty groove. A crackle in the silence of the space. There is no place that we are meant to move. I just wanna memorize the contours of your face. The minute hand forgets its steady pace. The universe is shrinking to this room. We slip into a timeless warm embrace, like midnight orchids breaking into bloom. We are living midnight in slow motion, sailing on a deep and quiet ocean, leaving all the frantic days behind us, where the rushing morning cannot find us. Skin on skin, we find our own dimension, lost inside this beautiful suspension. Every breath is sweeter than the last. We are moving slow, while time goes fast. The embers in the fireplace softly glow, painting amber colors on the floor. Outside the wind is blowing cold and low, but we have locked the winter past the door. You trace a lazy circle on my hand, the language that we never have to speak. We are drifting through a secret wonderland, finding every solitary comfort that we seek. The minute hand forgets its steady pace. The universe is shrinking to this room. We slip into a timeless warm embrace, like midnight orchids breaking into bloom. We are living midnight in slow motion, sailing on a deep and quiet ocean, leaving all the frantic days behind us, where the rushing morning cannot find us. Skin on skin, we find our own dimension, lost inside this beautiful suspension. Every breath is sweeter than the last. We are moving slow, while time goes fast. I do not need a promise, where the rushing morning cannot find us. Skin on skin, we find our own dimension, lost inside this beautiful suspension. Every breath is sweeter than the last. We are moving slow, while time goes fast. The record fades into a velvet hum. The morning light is still so far away. Safe inside the quiet we have become. In this slow